let's get grounded and transition into the silver lining segment with our positivity influencer, Stephene Klein. How are you, Stephene?
I am doing great, Blanca. Happy to be with you again and your audience. I am super fired up today.
I love when you're fired up, and you totally inspired me today because, Stephene, as I see it, you are our leader. You're leading us on the path of silver linings, both in life and in business, and you recently wrote an inspirational writing entitled Seeds of Greatness. What inspired you to write this piece?
Blanca, in the beginning of the pandemic, when it was first announced in March, mid-March, if you'll remember, I'm sure everybody remembers that week, I had lost a lot of my business in mid-March, right when we really found out that this was a worldwide pandemic. And in the month of April, I took some time to really go within and reflect and took an opportunity that I had, the time being number one, to really let loose on my creative side. And as a result, I was able to write several inspirational poems and short stories and fictions. And it was really a great experience for me to be able to transition, while I had some more time, into a more creative aspect of myself.
Would you be willing to read it to us?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
Please, the stage is yours.
Okay. For your audience, Seeds of Greatness, I have brought this today to share with you, to inspire and to really remind each and every one listening that today the seeds you plant will ultimately manifest into a greater reality for yourself in the future. So I just wanted to encourage you to keep planting seeds, and that's what the poem is all about. Seeds of Greatness. Planting seeds of greatness, one by one. Some for nourishment and some for fun. The process has indeed begun. Watch and mirror the pro. She knows. She knows the secrets of how greatness grows. A sincere heart and a strong desire are what you must vow in the plow. Trusting and allowing, peace profound is how. Expecting a great outcome, cultivate your seeds with care. Then just before the breakthrough, adversity is always there. What will you do now? Because you haven't given up, your harvest is near. Don't stop, keep going, you are almost there. Press forward, persevere. Now you have triumphed. Your greatness is here.
Wow, that is really inspiring. And it just reminds us again that as you're interpreting it, adversity often precedes productivity. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, Blanca. This is part of really allowing ourselves to walk through the process, nourishing ourselves along the way, having fun along the way, and understanding that when we plant seeds, they don't sprout overnight. It's a process. And all during the process, Blanca, just like you saw in the video that we played alongside the creative writing, you saw the thunderstorm came. Well, we're going to have thunderstorms in life, and the thunderstorms are very symbolic of the adversity and the challenges we face on our journey. And so what Silver Linings is all about is really reminding each and every one listening through the True Oldies network and through the Laws of Life network, really reminding everyone to focus on the fact that you planted certain seeds and you're going through a process. We all are, Blanca. We are all going through a process and a journey, and really focusing on the very best aspects of that journey instead of getting so caught up in maybe the adversity or the challenges that we face.
Well, what has inspired you to share and to be the positivity leader in our community and our positivity expert on Fired Up with Blanca?
Blanca, you may remember, and the audience may remember if they were listening, if they were tuned in about a month or so ago, we went over the 3 R's of the silver lining philosophy. They were resilience, resourcefulness, and being resolute, really standing your ground, believing your dream, never letting go of it, and going back to the 3 R's, we can really find resilience being a very much, Blanca, an aspect that when working through adversity and challenges in life that we all have, if we're focusing on the positive aspects, it makes us more resilient, meaning we bounce back faster the next time. And the quicker you're able to get back on your feet, sooner or later, the things that used to knock you down, they don't knock you down so much anymore. And the faster that you can rebound, obviously, the better off that we all become.
That's very true. Recently, we've all gone through adversity, but the question is, how do you respond? And a wise person once told me, just because a pebble hits the windshield doesn't mean you have to pull over the car every single time. Keep driving, keep going forward, but you do have to surround yourself with positivity leaders like you, Stephanie.
Oh,
and there's a lot of people in life and in business that need this positive energy right now. It's an act of community service that you're providing for us here at the True Oldies radio station, and it's something that I don't take lightly and I don't take it for granted. What are some more strategies on staying positive? So I guess it is grueling, the planting of the seeds, and then you hit that adversity, you hit that moment where you're just getting tired. You're not seeing the results. So many people say to me, well, I've done this for 3 months and it's not working, so I think I'm going to quit now. What do you say to those people?
Okay, first of all, someone who perhaps is thinking about quitting within 3 months, we need to go back and visit resoluteness. Being resolute in where you're going. What is your vision? How it's okay to pivot and to change how you get there, and maybe that's what's being said. Or is it really truly that the person just needs to get more of that resoluteness within their own self, which is really going back to the confidence, self-confidence, and really self-esteem, and continue to walking in your vision and what you see for yourself, and never letting that go. And also, Blanca, another great suggestion for anybody who's listening that maybe is in that period in their moment. I want to take this brief moment to just talk directly to you. If you're right now in a moment of adversity, or you're facing a tough challenge and you're thinking about giving up, here's what I would say to you. Take a step back, breathe, and go do something for someone else, so that you're taking your energy in a very positive way and you are planting a seed of generosity for someone else. I can assure you, if you step away from your own adversity and your own challenges and you help someone else in that moment, and you help them plant their own seeds of greatness, and you help them with something that they have going on, it will shift your entire situation, and within a very short period of time, you will have come on the other side of that adversity, and you'll be better for it.
That is an incredible silver lining law of life. And Stephanie, if a person, listener, anybody watching right now wants to connect with you about your theories on positive living in life and in business, how can they do that?
Yes, I would love for them to, Blanca. You can find me at stephenieklein.com. That's stephenieklein.com or 561-609-2447. If you've heard me today and you've been listening to Blanca and I today talk about the seeds of greatness, if you have your own story and you're being called, perhaps you're being called to share your own silver lining story because perhaps it will help someone else, I invite you to pick up the phone, to call, to reach out to me on my website, whatever it may be, because I am very much interested in allowing others to come on our show, Blanca, our segment, and really share their silver lining story and help encourage others. And I believe in my whole heart that when we share, that everything that we can imagine comes back. And I have a little phrase in business that I use. Not only is relevancy currency, sharing is also energetically a currency as well.
Well, you've definitely inspired me, and I'm sure our audience. So everyone is invited to share your silver lining story with Stephene. Follow her on social media and be a part of our conversation. Thank you, Stephene, and let's go ahead and jump into Fired Up with Love.